What's up, guys? It's Coaster Maniac USA here, and I know that I've not been able to make a video in a while, but I'm back, at least for this video, and hopefully I can get more out to you guys here in the future. But anyways, in this video, I will be naming off my top 10 favorite rides at Kings Island. So let's go ahead and get this video started. So let's start off with number 10. My number 10 favorite ride at Kings Island is the Bat. The Bat's name has been changed a lot over the years. It started with Top Gun, then it went to Flight Deck, and now it is called the Bat. The reason why it is number 10 on my list and not higher up is because, for me, I've only been able to ride it an X amount of times, and then the ride it doesn't get boring, because I don't want to say that. The ride is very fun. It's a very unique ride at Kings Island. There's not really any ride like it at Kings Island that swings out like how it does. But number 10 is the Bat. It is still a fun ride, so if you guys get a chance to go to Kings Island, I recommend this ride to go ride. Actually, I really recommend all these rides to go ride. But it's a fun ride, like I said, and you guys should really go check it out. So now let's go ahead and do my number 9 favorite ride at Kings Island. My number 9 favorite ride at Kings Island is Drop Zone. And this is a very fun ride. It's very tall, very fast. It's a fun free fall drop. Like I said, it's tall. The problem with it is you can only ride that, or I only get to ride it X amount of times every year. I'd love to be able to ride it more, but the only reason why I get to only ride it X amount of times is because of its long wait, due to the fact that it's only really one train, and you can't really do anything about that because it goes up and drops. It's a tower. What can you do about it? I don't know, but it's definitely number 9 on my list because it had to be somewhere, and I placed it at number 9. Number 8 on my list is Invertigo, and this is a very fun ride it used to be called Face Off, now it's called Invertigo, and this is a very fun ride, I believe. It shoots you forward, it shoots you backwards, and you flip while you're in it. It's awesome, it's fun. The only problem with it is, from my standpoint, it's a long wait, due to the fact, once again, it's only a one-car train, and it also, for me, is timing problems, because I don't get motion sickness on roller coasters, but for some reason, that ride kind of makes me motion sickness, so I can't really go on it after I get done eating, but any other ride in the park I could, but it was a little weird that day when I rode it, and I got motion sickness. So Invertigo is definitely a fun ride. It had to make my list, and that is why it is at number 8. Number 7 on the list is the Racers, and this would be farther up if there was not such a good top 6 rides at Kings Island. But the Racers is a fun classic roller coaster. Actually, it's the oldest roller coaster at Kings Island. I really do enjoy riding it. Another upside to it is there's normally not a long wait at all. There's times when I can get at the park, get off the ride that I was just on, hurry back up, get on the Racers, and do that maybe like 5 times. This is a very, very, very fun ride. The only problem with it is, due to the fact that it has no wait, if you ride it about 10 times, it's not going to seem fun all those 10 times, but it does get the racing aspect. There's a lot of history behind the ride, and I absolutely love it, and that is why it is at the number 7 spot on my list. My number 6 ride on my list is Flight of Fear. This is a very fun ride. It's in the dark. You're very disoriented. It's indoor, and it also launches you right at the very beginning. I really do enjoy riding this ride. It's got 2 or 3 inversions in it as well. It's a whole different aspect of a ride at Kings Island, due to the fact that it's one of the only indoor rides at Kings Island, and I really do like it. The only problem with that is, it's a trending topic in this video, is once again long waits. This ride is normally about a 2-hour wait, and that really, 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 really sucks in my opinion, because it's a great ride. I wish that it wasn't a 2-hour wait, and I wish that I could just get on and off and get on and off and get on and off. But for a lot of them, you're not going to be able to do that. And here we go, we are cracking the top 5. I'm pretty sure that you guys can probably guess which rides are in the top 5, but probably not which numbers. So my number 5 favorite ride at Kings Island is the Beast, and a lot of people are probably going to wonder why that is not up even farther than that. Well, I'm about to tell you. The Beast is fun. It's an old classic ride. Actually, it just celebrated an anniversary this year. I think it was 35 years, and that is awesome. The Beast is such a fun ride. I love the Beast, but there is a very big downside that has made me not like the Beast as much as I normally would. The Beast has actually gotten slower than normal. What I mean by that is they have placed brakes all over the Beast when they first built it, and they used to not use all of the brakes. Now they're using more of the brakes, and it doesn't throw you around as much, and it's not as fast. That is why it has moved back to number 5 on my list. And it's a very fun ride. It's still fun. I will always be able to ride it. It's a classic roller coaster. I can never really go to Kings Island and not ride it. I love the Beast, and that is why it's at least still in my top 5. Number 4 on my list is Vortex, and this is a fun coaster with 6 inversions. Used to be the most in the park, and there's really never a very long wait. The ride is a very fast-paced ride, 2-minute ride, very fun. But the problem with that is it does have a little bit of throwing around. And the problem with that on Vortex is it does have the over-the-shoulder restraints, so your head will bang in between the 2 bars. Some people get headaches too, and maybe even worse than that. So it's a very fun ride. I learned tricks to not be, head banging it around, and that is why it's number 4. I love the ride, and I do enjoy riding it. Number 3 on my list is Diamondback, and this ride was built in 2009. One of Kings Island's newest coasters, and it is such a fun ride. It's very smooth. Actually, over the years, it's kind of gotten a little bit rougher, but obviously over time a ride will. But it is still a very smooth ride. It's tall, it's fast, it's amazing. The only problem with it being fast is it's a short ride. I wish that this ride would have been almost as long as the Beast at least. This is a very fun ride with a splashdown ending at the end, a lot of hills. And I just wish that it was a little bit longer, but it still made the number 3 spot. It used to be my favorite ride, but the top 2 obviously booted it out. Number 2 on my list is Firehawk, and Firehawk used to be number 1, but I had to move it back. And Firehawk is a very, very, very fun ride, and it gets you no other feeling like you're going to get at Kings Island. You actually get to lay down on your back going up the hill. It flips you over at the top, and you literally fall forward almost like in a Superman position, but you're really scared because you fall forward in your seat and you hope that the restraints catch you. This is a fun ride. It's no other ride like I've ever ridden at Kings Island, and I really do enjoy riding it. Now the problem with Firehawk is once again a long line. This line is normally 2 to 3 hours long, and it sucks. I love this ride. I wish I got to ride it more, but I only get to ride it at least once a season. Well, obviously I get to ride every ride at least once a season, but I normally only get to ride this ride once a season. And that really sucks. I love Firehawk, and I wish that I could ride it more. And finally, the number 1 spot, I'm pretty sure that you guys can already guess what it is. It is Banshee. And the reason why I have it at number 1 is not because it's a new coaster. It's fun, it's smooth, it's got a lot of inversions, it's got the most at Kings Island, and it's the world's longest inverted roller coaster, and it gives you a feeling like you will not have at Kings Island ever again. Hang your legs down in front of you. It's a dangling leg ride. That's what inverted coaster means. But it's very fun. It's got a loop that goes completely around the track. It's got a 0G roll, and it's very, very, very smooth, like I said. Like, I have got definitely no complaints about Banshee. The only big problem with Banshee that I've found so far is the seats aren't the most comfortable seats, but it does give you a great aspect. Your head cannot bang around because the bars actually come out to about your shoulders, your shoulder blades technically, and I absolutely love this ride, and that is why it has made my number 1 spot on my top 10. There you go, guys. There's my top 10 favorite rides at Kings Island. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below. Subscribe to see new videos. I post them every Wednesday, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.